What is up, guys? And today we're going to be showing off a new version of Buster Blader now. Buster Blader has become kind of meta relevant, popping in that rogue category. It can take games. It's basically a Dragon Link deck with the Buster Blader engine, of course. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Of course, this is a very non-budget version of Buster Blader. So after the video, like toward the end of the video, I will show you ways to sub in like certain like expensive cards that are super expensive right now. So without further ado, let's go. So of course we have the two Buster Bladers, still running the two vanillas, and we are running only the one now of the alternate retrain of him, because we want to cut down his Buster Blader as much as possible. 3 is fine because we just want him for the name and the summon, for help with their synchros. So at 4 he's kind of bricky, and plus I was running 2 of the retrain before, and he's just, I mean, he's cool, but he's just not that good in a sense. But against Dragon Link decks, Buster Blader is pretty nuts. Like if you have a mirror match against a non-Buster Blader, say running Dragon Link, Buster Blader comes in clutch and he can just pow through almost anything they have on the board. Of course, we have our child, our long lost child. He's back. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Buster Lock, of course. He's also a free extender for the deck, so he's just insane for that way. He's a tuner, level 1. No, fun stuff. Sucks that DMZ Dragon exists, and it's a slower, less consistent version of the Buster Lock, but it's there again, so hopefully it stays around, but we will see if it's ComeRandyMe's greatest mistake they ever had happen. Then, of course, we have the 3 Buster Whelps. This is your Stratos the deck. It just basically searches your trap that you want a prologue. It does have some cool synergy with Buster Bladers, especially if it's in the graveyard. You can special summon it. See if you control Buster Blader by discarding a Destruction Sword card. So it's pretty cool, and also you can tribute him to special summon a Buster Blader from the hand, so that comes up rarely, but he's mostly in here for your normal summon commit, so you can search out for your prologue, so he is good. But that is it for the Buster Blader monsters. We're going to go to our packages now. Now, I still love it to death. Crusadia package. 3 Maximus. We added the 2 Reclusia now into this, because not only is it part of the Crusadia build, but it's also part of a Spellcaster engine that we have in the deck that you will see shortly here. 3 Draco. This is the best Crusadia, honestly, because 1, it's a dragon, so it doesn't interfere with the guard dragon thing with LP and Pisty, where you can only control dragons while they're out, so special summon dragons while they're out, so he gets away around that, and plus, he's just a free special summon. He's just a free summon on summon. And of course, we have Ouroborea, another insane card. She's in here to help go into your needle fiber plays and all that fun stuff, so that is it for our Crusadia package. Besides the addition of Reclusia has definitely been very nice because of the Spellcaster engine that we run now. Our dragons now, we have 1 Levianair. He's an insane card no matter how you cut it. Like, he's just a great extender, rips cards out of hand, helps out with your plays. He's a nuts card. Red Eyes Darkness Metal, he's a great extender, even after his errata. Still, the 1 black and the 1 white, of course. Nothing I can say about these that hasn't already been said. They're just one of the best dragon extenders you can get. But that is it for our little dragon package. Then, of course, we do run, of course, the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, if you want to cut space, because we do have tons of dragons, you can just run the Dark Magician if you want. But if you want to get the full effective Dragoon, see, Red Eyes is here as well. But if you absolutely just want to cut this deck down to even a little bit more, you can just cut out the Red Eyes and just keep the Dark Magician, because, I mean, 1 pop's still insane, but having 2 is pretty good as well. But in the end, we're just summoning Dragoon just for the negation and the disruption. So if you really want to, you can cut the Black Dragon and just keep the Magician. So it's not necessary. Now, our inherent summons. We are running 2 Dogmatica Aiden, the Enlightened. This is the new edition as well. If the only reason why we have him in here is because if a monster special from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon him right from the hand. He's a light spellcaster, so instant fusion synergy there. And of course, we have 2 Gesture Comfit, another inherent summon. So as long as you don't control another version of him, you can special summon him. So just another body to get on board. Insane. And then of course we have the 3 Ran Ryus. If you control a spellcaster, you can special summon it. It's a dragon, it's a level 4. We have 6 spellcasters plus stuff in our extra deck that we can special summon this with. So, say Ran Ryu definitely comes up insane. It's like it's basically more of a combo of a package than anything else. Because we just want to only climb for days and get to our Saryuja or our Apolloser or whatever else. But that wraps it up for our monsters. Our spells now are just a bunch of power cards. Monster Reborn, of course, it's insane. 2 Guard Dragons, I stepped it up because if you don't open into Spatha, you still have a way to move your zones around for your Guard Dragon plays, so that keeps it live. The one Succession. Guard Dragon is better in this deck than Succession because Guard Dragon does have that added ability to move zones. Succession is still just another Monster Reborn, literally. It's just basically 2 copies of Monster Reborn here. But insane there. Then our last spells. I did throw a 1-for-1 in. I had an Instant Fusion for a while. I was testing with that. I didn't like it because obviously the extra deck is so tight. I couldn't just afford to run one. I had to cut the one space just to cut Instant Fusion. So I figured I want something that doesn't just dump to the graveyard like Foolish Berry. I wanted something that actually puts something on board and extends. So 1-for-1 is a way to instantly get out your Whelp or your Buster Destruction Sword instantly, so you can get it off the board into the graveyard for your equip plays and all that stuff. So 1-for-1. I love it now. I love that card in this deck. It's just another way to get your level 1s. Then, Red Eyes Fusion. Of course, we're running the Red Eyes package. If you don't, honestly, if you don't want to run the Red Eyes package at all, you could easily take this out for another copy of Memories, and then you can just take out the Dragoon for another Fusion Buster Blader. It's that simple to replace, honestly. And then you can just cut the Dark Magician and Red Eyes to put it down to a 40-card deck, because this card is a 42-card deck with the, say Red Eyes and Dark Magician being the 2 other cards. So if you want to do it that route, you can. So it cuts the Dragoon engine out completely. But onto the traps. Prologue. It's your main card. This is your starter. Sets up your soft lock. Sets up your annoying combo to deal with. It's just a nutty card in general. Great card. Then, of course, sending off Prologue, we have the 1 Memories. Besides this is the last Buster Blader card. I know people run the Destruction Sword Flash a lot, but I wanted to make this more of a combo-centric deck. And Flash, if you just seen it, it's a good disruption. Looking around, that card's nuts. Like Flash, I'm not going to take nothing away from Destruction Sword Flash. It's a nuts card. But in this build, it was like, okay, I have it, but it's not going to help me facilitate my combo and help me that. It's just something for defensive plays, which the combo itself is just a defensive play in itself. So if you do want, you can actually just take out Fusion for either, say, Flash or another Memories, depending on what type of build you want to go with. Or if you still want to keep it a 52 card, you can just run 2 Memories and 1 Flash, or 2 Flash, however you want to do it. But let's say 1 Memories for this build, and of course we are running the 3 Trap Trick because we really want to see that Prologue and we want to really get it on the board and activate its effect. And Trap Trick is just another way we can see it. But that is it for our main deck. We are now going to go to our side deck. 1 Almirage, cut it out for Link Karibo for many reasons. I say Link Karibo, of course, you can only have a level 1 monster, but almost all the Crusadias besides Maximus are below 1,000 attack. So with Almirage, you can not only use your, let's say level 1s, you can also link it off with a Crusadia, non-Crusadia if you gotta go that route, or something else. So Almirage, I think it has more versatility than Link Karibo in this actual deck. So I cut, say Link Karibo for Almirage. Then, of course, we have a Crusadia package, 1 Spatha, 1 Magius. Magius' Search is another Crusadia, keep our combos going. Spatha is part of the Dragon Link movement zone stuff, shenanigans. So, that's a great package there. Then, of course, we have the Troublemakers themselves, LP and Pisty, Graveyard deck, not banned yet. We'll see. 1 Predaplant, Verte Anaconda for your Red Eyes Dark Dragoon play. 1 Citron Hulky Fibrax. For budget option now, if you don't want to run Hulky Fibrax, you don't have to, because the only reason we have him in here is to felicitate to the extension of our plays, like to summon out a Whelp or just another tuner from the deck, and that's all we use him for. So if you have Hulky Fibrax, great, but if you need a sub for him, I would just throw in the Protection Whelp, say Link Monster, the Buster Blader Link Monster. It'll basically serve the same purpose. Of course, you won't get the extension with Hulky Fibrax, but you'll be able to, say, mill 1 of your Destruction Sword cards. So it's something to set up those plays that way. 1 Epilosza, of course, Monster Effect Negation. This is part of our end combo. 2 Saryuja, mills, digs, extends. But yeah, he's pretty nuts. This is a great card. I mean, it's just a way to help dig into your Prologue even more. Then, of course, we have our Synchros, 1 Buster Dragon. If you are hesitant about picking up Buster Dragon, don't do it now. It's coming out in Ghost of the Past here in a few weeks, and it's going to be so much cheaper than it is already. So if you can, wait till Buster Dragon gets this reprint, and then pick your copies up if you're interested in making this deck. Do not buy it right now. Wait till the reprint comes out in a few weeks when Ghost of the Past is released. Then, of course, one hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to basically synchro from Buster Dragon up into him. So you won't just lose basically say advantage off in Buster Dragon. You actually can synchro up into him with one of the little baby dragons. One Borrel Dragon, of course. Not Borrel, but Borrel Dragon. Just Omni to Gate, big card, big beater. Then of course we have the Dark Dragoon and the Fusion Monster himself. He's nuts. In a Dragon Link say face off, he gets big and he can punch row TK by himself. He can get up to like 16k against Dragon Link mirror matches because he gains like 1,000 per Dragon monster. So he gets big fast. And Dragoon is just a nuts card. He's just crazy. Like, he is nuts. But this has been it for my updated Buster Blader. I wanted to make it a little more consistent, more combo-esque, and more just getting like putting out the effort and just putting like stuff on board. Like, I wanted to make it like just like I'm kind of veering from Buster Blader to more Dragon Link, but I wanted to keep it as Buster Blader as possible. Which, you know, managing to keep a good amount of cards Buster Blader is pretty good. I mean, it's a good amount, like, come on. And then, of course, with the Crusadia engine, I mean, I wanted to stay as cheap as possible, too. And the Crusadia is a way to really cut those corners down if you don't want to invest in, like, a Dogmatica engine or something like that, even, which I won't. Like, I picked Dragoon up when it was, like, 20 bucks when it first came out, so, and now it's, like, I think 80 or something like that. But this has been my updated Buster Blader deck profile. Let me guys know down in the comments below what you think of it and what other profiles you'd like to see or what variants you would like to see. But until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.